Smoother start to school year for some 50 students, capitalizing on Jamaica's improved image from London Olympics. First free village to receive improved roads and water supply. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Andrea Chisholm.
Give the best that you can to your education.
Those were some of the encouraging words Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller had for more than a dozen tertiary students who received financial assistance to help further their education from her office's discretionary funds. The students were among more than 50 who were chosen based on financial need and merit. They were presented with their checks at a handing over ceremony at Jamaica House last Wednesday. Citing the importance of education, Mrs. Simpson Miller said that as a Member of Parliament, she believed it was critical to invest in the education of tertiary and high school students.
My proudest moment is when I get a call from one graduating. Like I got a call one morning, the young lady called and cried on the phone that she graduated, but she got her certification and is now working as a medical doctor at KPH. And she said she wanted to work at KPH because of the assistance given to her. She wanted to give back to the poor.
The maintenance of this building, the security of this building, the support to the school, to the teachers and the parents, this is going to be your responsibility.
This was the charge St. Catherine North Central Member of Parliament and Sports Minister Natalie Nita Headley gave to the community of Jhw as the ground was broken for a basic school in the area. Mrs. Nita Headley also encouraged parents to send their children to school despite how tough times might get. The Jhw Basic School is a third of 50 such schools being built through a partnership between Food for the Poor and the government. The school is being built on the grounds of the Bogwalk High School in St. Catherine. The new construction is to include an office, sick bay, kitchen, sanitation area, and one large classroom that can be subdivided into 3 learning spaces. Build on Brand Jamaica was the message Information Minister Senator Sandria Faulkner gave to those gathered for the general meeting of the Public Relations Society of Jamaica on Tuesday. Releasing preliminary data to support her call, the minister said over 1 billion people worldwide were reached with the positive news about Jamaica during the London 2012 Olympic Games.
Jamaica House O2 coverage between May to August in terms of circulation and audience reach is estimated at 258 million. General Olympic coverage between August 1 and 13 in terms of circulation and audience reach is estimated at over 770 million.
Minister Faulkner said the country's communicators now had a unique opportunity to capitalize on the global awareness of Jamaica.
I challenge you to become bolder in your expressions. Let your voices and opinions be heard as part and parcel of the process of development in our society. It is no longer enough for communications people to remain in the background and to be the moving hand in the shadow of your organization.
The minister added that she would shortly be inviting public and private sector PR practitioners to Jamaica House as a way to prepare for upcoming international initiatives and also to build internal communications. Minister with responsibility for sports Natalie Nita Headley has high hopes for synchronized swimming in Jamaica, saying she's looking forward to a Jamaican team representing the country at the 2016 Olympics in Rio, Brazil. Mrs. Nita Headley put out the challenge at last Thursday's launch of the 4th annual Jamaica International Synchronized Swimming Championship.
I'm committed to ensuring that in Rio we will have a larger team of athletes participating in a greater number of sporting disciplines. We all saw how well Aliyah did in London. I believe today there are several Aliyahs among us if we expose them to the world of swimming and synchronized swimming.
The minister added that she was working on developing deeper bilateral relationships with countries that are excelling in the sport to facilitate exchange. The 4th Jamaica International Synchronized Swimming Championship is set for October. The community of Slagerville in St. Catherine is to see improvements in its road network and water supply systems within 6 months. This follows a $45 million agreement signing between the governments of Jamaica and China last Thursday. Minister with responsibility for sports, Natalie Nita Headley, said the project marked the beginning of a new development process for the first free village in Jamaica, adding that the new water supply system would meet domestic usage and also supply the multipurpose stadium at Sligoville.
For which we have major plans to become part of the process of having a higher performance center, which will be twinned with the GC Foster College to become the northern campus of the GC Foster College.
Work on the project is to begin in a month's time and completed within 6 months. It is being undertaken by China Shanks Construction Engineering Corporation. And that's how we close this week's edition of Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next time for the latest out of the office of the Prime Minister.